Let's unpack the details around Azure Private DNS in this video. Azure Private DNS zones are a solution within Azure for managing DNS in a private network environment. They are specifically designed to handle internal resources that require name resolution but without exposure to the public internet. There are a number of features supported by private DNS zones. Let's discuss one by one. Private DNS zones are accessible only to internal Azure resources and cannot be accessed from the internet. They offer a secure way to manage name resolution within the private Azure environment. Private DNS zones are replicated across all Azure regions. It also provides global accessibility and high resilience. You can access these zones from any Azure region, subscription, virtual network, or even across different tenants if you have the necessary permissions. Azure Private DNS zones provide more control than Azure's default internal DNS. You can define specific DNS names for your private zone. You can manually create DNS records as needed, which allows for greater customization and control. You can support a full range of record types such as pointers, MX, mail exchange, SOA, service and TXT records. Private DNS zones allow name resolution across different zones and VNets as well. This feature makes it easier to manage a distributed network of resources within Azure. You can create a private DNS zone using the Azure portal, PowerShell or Azure CLI. And when the zone is deployed, you have the option to manually create resource records or enable auto registration, which automatically creates records based on the Azure resource name. Linking virtual networks to private DNS zones enable DNS resolution within the linked networks. There are two types of links. When we say registration links, means each VNet can link to one private DNS zone for automatic registration. Up to 100 VNets can link to the same zone for registration. Such link allows the virtual machines and resources within those virtual networks to automatically register their names. And when we say resolution links, means VNets can also link to private DNS zones for name resolution. Such links allow a virtual network to resolve names within multiple private zones. Each virtual network can link up to 1000 private zones for resolution, which is useful for large, complex environments with multiple namespaces. To recap, Azure Private DNS zones provide a robust solution for managing DNS in private Azure environments and allow for flexible naming, secure internal name resolution, and extensive options for linking virtual networks across large and distributed Azure setups.